Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to ask you where your focus is, and I'm going to talk about what you should be considering when directing your focus, where your focus should go, and where it shouldn't be so often. Because there's a common mistake that we all love making when we're manifesting, and when we're doing that, what I'm about to share with you in this video, it actually, gets in the way of us manifesting our desires. It gets in the way of us manifesting effectively. It gets in the way of us realizing that we're the creators of our reality. So in today's video, I'm gonna clarify all of that. But before I get started, I want to welcome everybody to this YouTube channel. Those of you who are new and those of you who are already here for a longer time. I'm so happy that you've landed on this video. It's going to help you a lot. I already see people joining live. Hello, welcome. I actually started recording 2 times already, and I realized the 3rd time that my video was set on private before, so now I'm starting it again. So you can come in and ask your questions. And before I get started on the topic, first, I want to let you know that you can always ask questions. You can put them in the comments. You can ask them in the live chat. I'm happy to answer your questions. Even if this video has a theme and I want to get some topic across, you can still ask questions about everything because I just enjoy interacting with you. The second point is that if you're looking for one-on-one support, you can check out the links in the description box below. I'm going to put them there after the video is uploaded, so after the live is over. And then you can see that there's a link to my online shop, and you can find direct message coaching, you can find video and phone coaching, you can find email coaching there. So there are many, many ways of working with me. I'd love to support you on your journey if you want to be supported by me. And also, if you're looking for nice long meditations that are going to take you into the state of the wish fulfilled, there are some recordings down there as well. You can check them out. They're currently still available at the launch price, which is 50% off. So if you want to meditate, and those are meditations that are like lasting 45 minutes and longer, so definitely feel free to check them out. They're available for the launch price until it is, I think, next Thursday or Wednesday. Like I published the timer on Instagram, so if you want to know how long the sale is on, you can find it out on Instagram. But it's Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. All right, and now let's get started with today's topic. Where should your focus be when you're manifesting? Let me know in the live chat, or put it in the comments. Like, you can pause this video and put in the comments where your focus should be when you're manifesting. And those of you who are live, feel free to put it in the chat. Where is your focus? Where should your focus be when you're manifesting? When you're manifesting effectively, the manifestation, that type of manifestation that works. And I don't say that there are not different ways of manifesting. Of course there are, but there's a common understanding that some things work better than others when you're consciously manifesting. So do you have an idea? Do you want to put it in the comments? The answer to this question is the focus should be on yourself and on your inner world. And the common mistake that many of, somebody said that the end result, yeah, also the end result, that's also true. What I was referring to here is it should be on your inner world. It should be on yourself. And of course, it should also be on your end result. You don't want to focus on, the past. You want to focus on the result that you want to create in the future, or the result that you want to create, and focus on that being already present now. The common mistake that we love making is we love to focus on our attention on the 3D, and we love to think that I have to change the 3D through my manifesting. So there's somewhere out there is money, somewhere out there is a specific person, and I will affirm and practice until they change. But that's not what we're doing when you're manifesting. When you are manifesting, you are changing yourself. And I really, really love the subtle difference, because it puts the power back to yourself. Everyone as you pushed out means that your specific person or money or whatever you're manifesting is not separate from you. That means you don't have to change them outside of you. You don't have to change the reflection in the 3D. You gotta change how you perceive them. You gotta change how you perceive money. You gotta change how you relate to the world, what you think and believe about the world. You gotta change your assumptions and how you see yourself, how you see them, how you see the dynamics between you and your desire. And if when you change yourself, then the reflection is going to start to conform as well. Yeah, but you're not trying to manipulate the external reality. You can do that, but that has nothing to do with manifesting. You can focus on the external reality, but that's not manifesting. That's then taking action in the 3D. And I don't say that it's wrong and you shouldn't take action. Yeah, by all means, take action. That can be a part of manifesting. But manifesting itself means changing your inner world. And when you're changing your inner world and you're becoming the version of yourself who already has your desire, who already knows that money is yours, knows that your relationship is yours, knows that your specific person is yours, whatever you're manifesting, when you're that version of yourself, you will start to naturally take the actions that are going to lead you there in the 3D. So from my perspective, taking action is more of a result of already living in the end rather than a manifestational action or a manifestational act in and of itself. Like, yes, I do think action is important. Some can be important sometimes. Yeah, you don't want to necessarily sit on your couch all day long. Although I also don't say that this is wrong. Yeah, it depends on what you're manifesting and how you're manifesting it. But in most cases, I guess, when you're manifesting, you're going to feel inspired to take some action. Sometimes it's action that doesn't even feel logical to you. You're going to feel inspired to do something. Yeah? Sometimes not, but sometimes you're going to feel inspired to do something. But the main manifestational act that you're doing or the main manifestational task that you're having is really aligning yourself with the version of yourself who already has what you want. And then the actions will take place as a result of that. And you're going to do stuff that is going to lead you through the bridge of incidents to your desire. And it's going to feel like very, very natural taking these actions. So your focus shouldn't be on the 3D, mainly not. I mean, of course, we're not delusional here. Like, we're still perceiving the external reality. We're not delusional about what's happening and what's not happening. We're very, very clear, but we are aware of our inner world, and we are deciding to make that inner world that we want to create. That's our primary reality, and that's the reality that we allow to fuel our emotions, fuel our identity. Yeah, you want to align to the reality that you think or that you want, not that you think, that you want. Be that version of yourself and then live from there. Live from the end. Live in the end. That's a very, like, this video is actually also very short because that's a very simple explanation. And by refocusing on yourself, refocusing on your inner world, you're going to feel more empowered. You're going to realize that everything is within me. My specific person is within me. My future is within me. And I can start shaping it right now through my thoughts, through my emotions, also through your actions. And in doing that, it's going to become more and more and more familiar. And then it's going to get pushed out. Now let me see, there's a comment here. Actions don't matter. The inner convictions are important. Yeah, so again, I don't say that they don't matter at all. Like, obviously, I'm taking actions on my manifestational journey in at least in some like areas of my life. There are manifestations that I'm working on, like internally, where I do not take external action because I don't feel inspired to do so. But for example, in creating my business, I feel a lot of inspiration to take action, and it feels very natural, it feels normal, it feels like the right thing to do. And you're going to feel that for yourself as well. Like, do I want to take action? Is that really who I want to be? Like, is it really aligned with my new identity or not? And there are actions that I'm not taking. Like, and they're important. Some actions, it's important to stop taking some of the actions if they're coming from your old identity, and add in actions. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Add in actions that are coming from your new identity, or just skip old actions and replace them with being the new version of yourself. Yeah, but the most important part is really, really embodying that new identity, living from the end, living in your inner world and shaping that. We don't want to change the outer world. That's just a reflection. We want to change the inner world. That's what you're doing when you're manifesting. Again, like, there are so many different ways you can look at the world. And of course, sometimes you might not want to manifest something. You just want to do something in your already existing 3D. That's perfectly fine. But manifesting means aligning your inner world and then receiving the reflection in the outer world. And that can come with taking action or without taking action. All right, I think this topic is clear. I think it's actually very simple. It can sometimes feel difficult to apply it, but that's why you want to really remind yourself over and over and over again where your focus needs to be. The theory is simple, but the application can be, it can take some discipline to really recondition yourself and to start understanding, no, wait. I gotta come back to myself. I gotta reaffirm my new identity. I gotta reaffirm my inner world. I gotta really live there. Everything happens within your consciousness, and your consciousness is right here. It's always right here, right now, where you're going to affect a change in your inner world. So waiting and hoping and, trying to be patient are actually all experiences that come from your old identity. Who's waiting? The old self, because the new self is already in your desired reality. So when you're noticing that you're waiting, hoping, trying to be patient most of the time, it shows you that you're actually internally living in your old reality, which is okay to notice that, but then you want to make the change. And you're making that by really internally changing your reality, by practicing the new reality, by practicing your new beliefs and starting to experience them. I know at the beginning it can take some time until you're really getting into the new reality, until you really fully feel it. That's why you want to keep practicing, and that's why you want to keep persisting. But you can totally do that. You can totally apply the tools that I'm sharing on here, on this YouTube channel, to achieve that shift, to make that shift happen, to be the new version of yourself. Yeah, it's actually, I also like to say that it's actually not an achieving or a doing. Manifestation is a being. You are being the new version of yourself. Yes, you're doing practices to be the new version, to really feel like the new version, but the more you practice, the more you're going to experience yourself as this new version of yourself, and you're gonna understand what it means to be your new identity, I don't know what's happening today. I'm a little tired, I think, because I traveled yesterday and now I am in a new city, in a new country. Maybe you want to take a guess in the comments below. And I think I'm still a little bit tired. This is my new Airbnb, by the way. You can't see much of the room, but that's where I am. And yeah, I noticed that I feel still a little tired from the journey and from organizing everything and just arriving here, and it's super hot. It's like crazy hot. And I'm like actually still in a very cold room compared to the other rooms in the house. All right. So Exactly. What I was saying is that your new identity is not really something that you are, or your manifestation is nothing that you're achieving. It's something that you're being. It's being the new version of yourself. Of course, you're taking action to do the inner work. But you then don't have to, work externally to make that happen. Not in the same way. Like, you are maybe going to do some work, you are maybe going to take some actions, but they're going to feel much more effortless. They're going to feel natural because you're doing that from your new identity. Like, an example that I can give is from me. Like, an example of changing my perspective, embodying a new identity, and how that translates into my 3D. For example, and I think this is an important one, creating a business, manifesting a business from the perspective of manifesting it, like not by taking a bunch of actions, but by really embodying my new identity as a business owner, as a teacher, as a coach. The difference is that if I was creating it from like my old identity and from the old paradigm where I need to take a bunch of action and then I hope that it'll work, but I'm really like basing my efforts on the 3D and on some business models that somebody gives to me, or trying to do what other people are doing, that can potentially be a lot of effort. It will be tied to the beliefs that I have about building a business, by the beliefs that are currently existing within society, about my niche. It can feel very uncertain because, I think that there's an external reality and I need to like put in effort to make my business happen, to make it succeed. On the other hand, if I'm manifesting a business, I'm going to feel myself as a business owner. I'm going to feel myself as already successful. I'm going to feel myself as being attractive to clients, as being helpful to clients. I'm going to feel and manifest the products that I want to, or services that I want to manifest. I'm going to create that in my inner world. And then the next step is simply take the inspired action, or leave actions that I don't want to take anymore. Now, sometimes there can be actions that from the old 3D, for example, they might feel difficult. For example, doing your taxes. And when you're manifesting, also that can become much more effortless. For example, the topic of taxes and doing the bookkeeping, for me, it felt like a really draining and a really unpleasant experience, just simply because in Germany there are so many like rules on how to treat things, and like I just didn't enjoy the topic. Although I actually think it's interesting in and of itself, but I have so many other things that I can focus my attention on that I think are more pleasant, and I'm just enjoying them more, that I didn't want to bother with like trying to do everything in the 3D about my bookkeeping and my taxes. So I was thinking, I want a really amazing tax advisor and bookkeeper that I can trust. Someone that I can work with while I'm traveling, somebody who takes care of it, somebody who is a reflection of my values. And it really did happen, like actually pretty quickly, although I wasn't like fully focusing on that. Like, I just set the intention, like it would be so amazing. And I really found a tax advisor that really like in very detailed ways mirrors my values, also like on so many levels. And I was so excited about that. And now doing my taxes is much easier. Yeah, I still need to do some stuff. I still need to write bills, pay bills, and do these kinds of actions. But now, doing the bookkeeping, keeping those invoices and all of the things that I need to prepare for my bookkeeping and my taxes feels so much better, like, and starts to feel even exciting, because I know that it's aligned with myself, it's aligned with my identity. I'm working with someone that I can trust, I'm working with someone that I can rely on, and it just feels good. Whereas previously it felt a little overwhelming and just like this burden that I need to do. So that's how things that might seem unpleasant at the beginning can change and can feel so much better. Now let's see. I got a bit off of a tangent now, but I hope that this is helpful. And let's see, there's a comment here. I see my specific person every day with the third party. I'm calm, but the triggers are still there. I even feel like I don't want my SP anymore. What do I do? I think it's totally legit to stop wanting your specific person, honestly. Like, you don't have to want them. You don't have to manifest them. Like, if you're ready to let go, let them go. And maybe you're going to manifest someone into your 3D, and likely you're going to manifest someone into the 3D. That is a much better match to you. Now, if you still want to, like, I would ask myself the following question, and that's what I personally think about third parties. If you get to know someone, you know that they are with someone else, and you still want them, I would double check with myself if there's some part of me that is falling more for people that I can't have. Like if I had that pattern, I would double check that. Luckily, that was never my thing. I think that's why I feel that this point is so important, because I do notice that some people always tend to want other people who are already in a committed relationship or something like that. Now, I don't want to judge. I'm not here to judge. It's not my my task to tell you who to manifest or not manifest. So even if this other person is in a relationship right now and you still want to manifest them, that's a choice that you can make. I guess for most people, and I think that's a little bit of a different story. For most people, they were with their specific person and now they broke up or something happened, and then the third party came in. In that case, I think it's a little differently, because you actually fell for the version of them that was, you know, not committed to someone else in the first place. So in that case, I mean, it's still your decision what you want to do. Do you want to keep on manifesting them or not? You don't have to manifest them. You don't have to keep on, you know, manifesting someone that you don't want anymore. If you do want to manifest them, then simply align with the version of yourself and the version of them that are compatible, that are free for each other, that are available to each other, and don't even think so much about the third party. You know, people like get together and break up so often. Like, it happens a lot, like especially at a certain age, and you can allow yourself to really start to perceive the version of your specific person that wants you, that wants to be with you. I think in your case, you're very focused on the version of your specific person who doesn't want you and who's with someone else and who doesn't prioritize you. So become aware of that, and then realign with the version of yourself that is wanted, that is prioritized, that is loved, that is cherished, and that is with someone who's available to you. All right. I think that's it for today. The video still got a little bit longer, but as I'm a little tired today, I'm gonna cut it short and say thank you for being here. Again, if you're looking for one-on-one support, check out the links in the boxes below, and then see you in my next video. Bye bye.